Here I am at Göbekli Tepe at night. This is quite something. This is the first time I've ever been here at night. There's a special opening just this week at the end of May, and no one else is here, like a couple of people, and they've opened it up for this festival that takes place. So there's a real sense of magic here, just to come here virtually on your own and get to see this up close and personal. You can see it behind me there. So let's get in, let's take a look and see how different it looks, you know, the white light rather than the sunny daylight. As we head up to the main mound, the main area of excavation, this mound here is still to be excavated. And there you've got the main excavation area there. Just walking along the modern path, the kind of wooden bridge almost, to get to the site. Let's see what it looks like. This is it. We're at Göbekli Tepe, the world's first megaliths, in my opinion. One of many sites in the whole Tepe region. It's a famous site now, discovered in the mid-1990s by Klaus Schmidt, known about since 1963. This is amazing just to see this. So we're looking down from the walkway. They're on enclosure C at the moment. Enclosure D is further back, where all the new discoveries are being made. And over here we have kind of enclosures B and A, which are smaller and later but equally important. So I'm going to get some shots. I'm just going to make a short video for you just to get a sense of what it's like to be here at night. Look at that. That is just insane. Just to see enclosure D, it's almost like being at the museum and the reconstruction. Look at this. I mean, it'd be so great just to get inside here, have all the lights off, and just have a few fires going. Just imagine how powerful that would be without a roof, with a night sky overhead. So yeah, this is amazing. So this could be a once in a lifetime opportunity. So I thought I'd share this with you. I don't know if they're ever going to do this again, but I'm here, you know, no other tourists, no other one, just the security guys, that's it. So this is just unbelievable. I've never been to Göbekli Tepe on my own. So we're going to have a little look round. We're going to just circle around it, get some shots, get the feel of the site with no people here. You can hear the nighttime noises of all the different animals and crickets. Obviously in ancient times there would have been wild beasts roaming the area, so probably on full guard during that period. But let's have a little look around and you know, see if you can see anything with this different light that you get that's different to the daylight. It's obviously artificial, but still quite special and quite spooky in its own right. So just look at this. Enclosure C down there, the amazing enclosure D. It's just something to behold. Didn't quite expect to be here on my own to witness this at night. Wow. So enclosure D, the good thing about this, they've made an amazing reconstruction in Şanlıurfa Museum, which we visit on our tours. So you can go inside it, experience what it's like to be inside one of the main enclosures here, which I believe are sacred spaces, used for ritual, used for astronomy and many other things. Maybe they were meeting spaces, as the archaeologists now suggest, and quite likely they were, but I think there's something quite profound about what is going on here. Imagine what it was like with no roof, fires maybe within some of the hearths inside the structures, people sitting in along the benches, maybe ceremonies or speeches or teachings going on. It would have been something profound. People sitting around the edge in these so-called domestic dwellings, which may have been domestic, they may have been for ceremonies, people coming here at certain times a year. But yeah, and just like working the stone, carving the stone. You see the cut marks so clearly here. And just, there's a real sense of innovation and kind of almost genius here. It was like a university to me, you know, encompassing many different aspects, from the spiritual to the very practical, to survival, to kind of shamanism. And so I think just to be here at night, it just gives me a little sense, because you can hear all the noises of the animals, you can hear the crickets, you hear bats, you've got different wildlife around, got a few moths because of the lights. But let's get over here and have a look at enclosure D. To me, this has to be a temple. You can't tell me this is just a communal space. You go inside the reconstruction in the museum and you just feel like you're in a cathedral, a megalithic cathedral, one that's 12,000 years old. Remarkable. Down here we have the new discoveries, the giant statue of the life-size boar with the beautiful slab stone underneath it. We have another half a porthole stone as well discovered, I believe in enclosure D when they were excavating this area, because a lot of this has now been cleared out. Just imagine what it'd be like without this roof, and you could see the sky, you know, and the stars moving, just maybe with fires in the enclosures below us. It'd be quite incredible, you know, just to have a clear sky, no artificial light, just the light of the stars and the moon. And you can understand why they would become star watchers, while they would study astronomy, why they would record all these events on Pillar 43 and other pillars. Now, obviously, there's debates about there being an artificial roof on here a long time ago, which could well have been, you know, I'm not dismissing that, but I think they would have had openings in the roof to observe the stars. There's clearly symbolism of the night sky marked here, astronomical, astrological stuff going on, plus the solstices, obviously, which we get very strongly at Tepe. So there's a lot going on here. So even if there were openings in the roofs, it would, you know, they could have been like windows to the sky to observe certain movements. It certainly makes sense. I mean, these were smart people. They had to form calendars, they had to record time, they had to kind of manage their lifestyles, their ancestry and everything else, and bring knowledge and teaching into this space, and the stars and the mythologies, and, you know, all linked with measurements and geometry and everything else. So there's something going on here. So this is just here, enclosure A, and you can see it's slightly later, it's late PPNA to PPMB, and this is like a square structure. It's almost like rectangular or square. Just over there we have enclosure C. And over down here, we actually see like the entrance, like the Dromos stone, what's left of it. There was one to enclosure A as well, actually. And all of these have very specific geometries as well, which I think was obviously part of the kind of culture of Göbekli Tepe. These people had an understanding of geometry, mathematics, astronomy, geomancy, geodesy, and everything else. But we must remember, new discoveries have been made at Göbekli Tepe, and we're going to feature that in a special video looking at 2 or 3 new artifacts that have been uncovered. The great boar statue, the slab beneath it, and also part of a huge porthole stone we think were all found in enclosure D. I'm not sure about the porthole stone because in the museum it's not marked, there's no information, no papers have been written about it. But excavation is continuing here. We can see at the back, behind at the back end of enclosure D, where they found the boar statue, they've cleared away a lot of rubble. And so I think they're looking at what is inside, what is beneath the level here, you know, beneath the walls at the back there, because I think as we see at Tepe, there's going to be finds. There's going to be like stuff behind the porthole stones, like we have structure AB or the pillar shrine behind the porthole stone. So maybe there's something behind the porthole stones here as well. But anyway, let's have a little look around. I want to have a look at enclosure B, because I think with the artificial light and it being night time, it's going to show some interesting features which you can't see so well in the day. We completed our circuit, going around in a regular way, both clockwise and anti-clockwise. Wow, it just looks amazing. Let's look at enclosure D over there. Oh my God, that is just mind-blowing. Okay, so we just have to finish up here now at Göbekli Tepe, my kind of almost private access visit. I kind of had it to myself. So the final guard is calling people out. It's nearly 10 o'clock. 10 p.m, which is a rarity. I've never known it to be open at night before. So last look with Göbekli Tepe behind me. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this unusual nighttime visit to Göbekli Tepe. And you can join us here obviously in September, and in May we run major tours here. Also you can get my book as well, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you or hearing about what you've got to say about this particular visit at night here at the end of May 2024. So take care, Megalithomaniacs, and I'll see you next time.